Oh, I think that all of it makes sense, especially here in San Diego. It's expensive to live here because it's so beautiful, and the only downside to that is there's no rent cap. So I was born and raised here. You know, my dad was a single parent, and it was just me and him, and he worked a lot of jobs, but he managed to pay rent, and I feel like the payoff of it was we got to go to Balboa Park at the beaches. We got to live out here in a nice, free thinking community. So I understand why they do gentrify cities. I don't think it's fair. I think it's messed up when you go into a neighborhood with a lot of people that may be considered lower income, and you start raising the rent or anything, you know, doing things like that. But honestly, Apollo, I have to consider our abilities as people and what we're able and capable of doing. If you live somewhere because people are saying that's a low income neighborhood and you're low income, think about that for a minute. What makes you low income? Because you work someplace that you feel like is for your skill set, and that's how much they pay you. What break out of it? Break out of it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to touch bases
Stop
on that as well.
thinking that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's the mindset.
It's a class mindset.
Exactly, it's a mindset that comes from a lot of, I guess, growing up in the urban area. You're programmed. Your understanding does not allow you to think past the actual cultural expectations that you have. That's why we have 100 million rappers and one or two make it. What do the rest do?
They can't remodel the house next to my house, and then I just sit in my house thinking, what are they doing to the town?
Yeah.
And I feel bad for myself. So I don't want the perceptions to get crossed here. I understand that some neighborhoods get gentrified and it pushes people out of the community, and I also understand that some of those people don't have nowhere to go. I get all that. On the business side of it, I understand that rebuilding the community is also helpful for all of us economy-wise, because that means that better jobs can come to our community for us to strive for. That means that the resources like financial aid and education and classes that are out there are made available for us so that we can enlighten ourselves, have a higher skill set, get better jobs. So I have a whole nother view on gentrification, and it doesn't come because I feel better about having a nicer neighborhood. It's because I know what we're capable of.